What the hell? What the hell?
In an exciting episode from the Haunted Finders YouTube channel, the investigators explore St. Mary's graveyard in the UK, where a sign is said to be more than 1,000 years old. The investigation intensifies when one of the team members, trying to reach out to any nearby spirits, asks, "Are you here now?"
Are you here now? Make a noise for us.
Right away, they hear a chilling whisper with no apparent source.
Is that you? Is that you?
As the night goes on, their use of a spirit box leads to unsettling responses.
I was sick.
I was sick.
Was you?
You've got to go.
You've got to go. David.
Who are you?
Who are we? I'm Tom. This is David. Some of you probably already know who we are.
The tension rises as they hear another voice with no clear source.
I thought I just heard something behind me.
Then, the spirit box appears to give them a warning.
A bad spirit.
Yeah. A bad spirit.
The two of them keep mentioning how cold it feels.
As we walk back, because it's absolutely freezing.
Eventually, they decide to leave, but just as they do, they hear one last eerie moan.
Holy. Holy.
These eerie events leave viewers wondering about the fine line between what we know and what we don't, making them think about what might be lurking beyond the veil in this ancient and mysterious graveyard. When Ibtisam and Kevin strapped a GoPro to their dog, they never imagined it would capture so many eerie moments that would leave them wondering if their house was haunted. Here's the evidence they found. At 1 minute and 35 seconds, the dog reacts to noises that we can't hear. Dogs have excellent hearing, so that alone isn't solid proof of anything paranormal. The dog then moves into the next room and seems to notice something, but it's likely just a balloon in the corner that it doesn't recognize. Strange, but not necessarily paranormal. However, as soon as the dog turns around and relaxes, a loud, frightening noise comes from the exact spot it was just focused on. After that, nothing significant happens for a while, and the dog eventually falls asleep. When the dog wakes up, it becomes curious about the living room again. This time, it sniffs around under the table instead of the corner, almost as if it's following something. It then moves to the door and looks outside. The window seems to be closed, but suddenly, a chilling scream echoes through the house, and moments later, the dog seems to notice phantom movements across the living room, just like before. The dog is clearly stressed and keeps moving around, unable to settle in one place for long. And maybe it's just me, but at 16:23, I'm pretty sure the GoPro captures a creepy figure sitting with her back turned. When the owners return home, completely unaware of what happened, you can see the dog quickly run past them, seemingly eager to bolt out the door and escape the possibly haunted house. YouTube user bscotty321 became suspicious that his little sister was playing with his food every time he left the room, so he set up a camera to catch her in the act. Sure enough, she was messing with his food, but there was something even stranger. She appeared to be talking to someone who wasn't there.
Bathroom? Bathroom? Yep. I go poo-poo. I don't poo-poo.
As she says, that's Billy's dinner too. To someone or something invisible in the video, the silverware on the plate appears to move on its own.
Let's go to dinner. Let's go to dinner.
Who do you think she was talking to? Could it have been her imagination, or is there something more mysterious at play? This next video was shared by Reddit user Kinu Kila. After putting his young daughter to bed, he went into the dark backyard to finish some chores. Moments later, his phone rang with an alert about activity in the baby's room. Thinking his daughter had woken up, he quickly checked the webcam stream. What he saw on the screen left him shocked and confused. Here's what he discovered.
What?
At first, everything seemed normal, just a little girl waking up not long after her father left the room. But pay attention to the details. What's truly chilling is her reaction, almost like a frightened baby feeling a sudden breeze on her face. The camera recorded eerie whispers, including what sounded like a ghostly breath brushing past her. You can even hear a heavy sigh, and one of her hairs moves, as if an unseen hand is playing with it. According to the uploader, everyone else was asleep, and no one else was in the room. What do you think? Is this something paranormal? Things are getting out of control with this pyro poltergeist, posted by Memoria Sobernatural in December 2021. The spirits first make their presence known through an EMF meter. The crew attempts to communicate with them, and the window shutter slowly opens, possibly to distract them from the fire being started behind them. As they leave the building, they notice a dark figure move across a doorway in the firelight. Later, back inside, they hear clinking sounds, followed by a loud bang. The flame they lit earlier suddenly goes out. Then, as they try to use the EMF meter to detect a presence, the spirits cause them to catch fire. Do you think this team finally got the message? This poltergeist couldn't have been clearer. He wants them gone. I don't think I'd ever return to that place. Is this the gateway to the fiery depths below? The team from Proving Demons believes so. In this terrifying video, they return to the screaming house, getting ready to communicate with the spirits, but the spirits beat them to it.
I'm not ready for this, but let's just do it.
Oh, why is it starting? Why is it starting?
You know what I'm about to do? Do you actually know what I'm about to do?
The device is triggered, and then a tap is heard. Soon after, a scream follows, accompanied by an Aztec whistle.
What?
In the distance, they hear something.
Sounds like the death whistle. That sounds like the death whistle. Are you recording? Are you recording?
Yes.
So
Are the spirits screaming back? They switch positions to see if they're hearing the same thing.
You blow on the top. Purse your lips around the top and blow into it with the megaphone in front of it.
On a recording device, they capture the sound of the spirit laughing.
Maniacal laughing.
Is it laughing at their actions? To me, the scream that follows the whistle does seem like someone is screaming back, but the laughter is the most disturbing part of the investigation, in my opinion. In April 2022, Mackie and Amanda, paranormal investigators, use a flashlight to communicate with the spirits. They explore the haunted Cosmopolitan Hotel in San Diego, speaking to the ghosts and asking them to interact with a dangling string, and the spirits respond.
Touch that string one time. Did you see that?
And if you're watching it, because I'm watching you hold the things completely still, I watched like how far it was going up against the line, you know? It definitely moved further.
It looked like someone touched a string about a foot up.
I don't understand, there's no way.
Later, while sitting in bed, they hear strange noises. They check to see if someone is walking on the balcony, but there's no one there.
Cheers, Ed. Oh. Is someone No.
There's no one here, Amanda.
I haven't seen really anyone at this place.
I haven't either.
Then, the water in the bathroom starts dripping, and it keeps sounding like someone is still in their room.
I think room 11 was the one that they said.
I think someone's in here.
They ask the spirits to turn the flashlight off and then back on. After requesting the spirits to do it again, the flashlight turns off.
You turn the flashlight off. All the way, completely off.
And the R-pod in the bathroom starts going off. The spirits keep communicating with the girls through the flashlight. They discover they're speaking to a ghost named Isadora, who confirms it's her using the rod.
Okay, wait, Isadora, if that's you, okay? I was gonna say, can you go over to that REM pod we have in the bathroom?
That red light.
That red light that was just beeping. Can you make it start going off again? Can you make it start beeping?
We'll give you like 15 seconds. So she said yes.
Oh my God.
The communication goes on for quite some time, with Isadora being very responsive, and Amanda comes back later to speak with her again.
No one's here. Isadora?
Wow, look at that. What is that?
Wait, what is that? What's shaking?
They check out early, clearly creeped out. It seems like the hotel has many unseen residents, and they aren't leaving anytime soon. This next video was shared by TikTok user Tim Saver. One night, he managed to capture some terrifying events that left him feeling utterly chilled. At first, the room he was filming seemed ordinary, but it didn't take long for it to become clear that this place was anything but normal. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Just saw my apple move. Just saw him move. Oh. What do you want? Who are you? Ooh. What does this mean? What do you want? Why are you playing games?
Suddenly, the security guard's coffee and apples seemed to move on the table by themselves for a brief moment. Then, while showing the same setup to his audience in another video, something else happened that was definitely unsettling. What do you think? Did they really capture something paranormal on camera? This is one of the most well-known videos featuring creepypasta characters caught on camera. In this one, there's an alleged sighting of Jeff the Killer. The cameraman talks about his dogs acting up recently, but he's unsure why. When one of his dogs starts barking again, he goes outside to check it out.
She's always on the guard, and he can't hear very well. It's not the first time we've been hearing noises like this. It's been a long time. You can see everything's pretty. But holy, oh my God, dude, blood. Dude, that's real blood, dude. Holy no, dude. This. Oh! Cierra la puerta, pa.
So, what do you think is going on here? This is the heroic rescue of a girl who fell down a well and was saved by a Syrian rescue team. It happened outside of Aleppo in early 2021 when Sumaya was playing near her home and accidentally fell into a well. A branch of the Syrian Civil Defense was quickly sent to the scene to check if she was still alive.
Come on, bus. Yes, يلا يا عمو يلا جيتك يا عمو جيتك حبيبتي جيتك.
Somehow, Sumaya survived the fall completely uninjured, though she was likely terrified. She had wandered down a dusty cavern, away from the sunlight, and any longer down there could have been disastrous. But a rescue worker was about to bring her back to safety and save her.
هلا بنغسله نروح عند البابا مو شو اسمك انت يا حلوه؟ شو اخذوا لعبتك؟ هلا بجيب لك وحده بدالها. اسامه البنت طيبه هي يا اخو. ايه وصلك الكابل اخوي. شوف اسامه يا رب بس لا يصب يا رب وصلك.
Sumaya was given first aid by the rescue team and was found to be completely fine and uninjured. If no one had witnessed her fall into the well, things could have turned out much worse. But thankfully, she was safely returned home and reunited with her family. A TikTok user named Andy Winehouse posted 2 videos on his account that have been disturbing viewers. In the videos, Andy talks about hearing strange sounds in his house, not the usual creaks or things falling, but his own voice calling him from other rooms. Listen to the clips, and it's clear something strange is happening in his home.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
The voice then tells him to come here, and Andy, in complete disbelief, stops to listen before walking back to his room and locking the door behind him. In the second part of the video, we see that even in the safety of his own bedroom, Andy can't find peace, as loud scratching noises are heard right at his door. He mentions that he has a cat, but insists there's no way his cat could be making the noise he's hearing. Have a listen.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing. You can literally hear it out there. You can literally hear it out there. No. Oh, my God. No.
Since these videos were uploaded, viewers have been trying to come up with a logical explanation for what happened. Some believe it was staged, with Andy playing a recording of his voice from another room to make it seem like another version of him was calling out. However, this still doesn't explain the terrifying scratching sounds at his door. At the end of the second video, Andy opens the door to find his cat just sitting there, proving that his pet wasn't responsible for the noise. To this day, Andy's experience remains a mystery. What would you do if you heard your own voice calling out to you? This 5-bedroom bungalow is said to be haunted, and honestly, after watching this, I believe it. The YouTube team Ghosts on Trent investigates the place, and while they're there, some of them hear a woman singing. Listen closely. Later, they think they hear someone entering the house. When they go to investigate, they find nothing.
That could have been the door. Just push that door lightly more. It's the door, isn't it? I think it's the door. That could have just been the wind.
The team asks for a noise, and they get one in response.
If you can see us, would it be possible you could make some kind of noise? Any kind of noise will do.
Later, they hear another faint sound.
Right. What is that?
While these sounds are very faint, how do you explain them? I have a bad feeling about this place. To me, the singing at the start is especially unsettling. Picture this, you're cruising down a quiet trail, soaking in the fresh air and the excitement of the ride. That's how Greg Harris's day started in February 2018. With his GoPro mounted and his ATV ready to roll, he set off down an unnamed trail, anticipating nothing more than a thrilling adventure in the woods. But in an instant, the serene ride took a dark and unexpected turn. If you weren't paying close attention, you might have missed it. A metal wire stretched tightly between two trees, right across the trail. Greg Harris didn't notice it until it was too late. The wire struck his helmet, bringing his ATV to a sudden and jarring stop. It's chilling to imagine, just a few inches lower, and the wire could have hit his neck, potentially causing a fatal accident. Thankfully, his helmet absorbed most of the impact, and the speed of his ride caused the wire to snap as he passed through. But the question remains, who would set something so dangerous and why? Sadly, these traps aren't as rare as they should be in the dirt bike and ATV community. Some people use them to keep riders off private property, others out of frustration over noise. And then there are those who set up traps purely to harm, driven by a twisted intent to cause injury without any real motive. We may never know who put that wire on the trail or their reasons for doing so. This time, Greg was lucky. He escaped with minor injuries. But it's a sobering reminder of the hidden dangers riders face. For anyone exploring lesser-known trails, it's a stark warning to stay vigilant. As much as we'd like to believe every trail is safe, that's not always the case. Greg decided to share his video to raise awareness, encouraging others to stay cautious. His experience serves as a powerful reminder to riders. Always expect the unexpected, because even a peaceful ride can turn dangerous in an instant. Stay alert, stay safe, and never take trail safety for granted. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back at it again, this time exploring an old, abandoned school called Central Academy, which is rumored to be haunted. Having done this before, Chris decides to go in and see if he can find anything interesting. Just 2 minutes into the investigation, as he gets close to the school's locker room, something very eerie happens that Chris doesn't seem to notice. A little while later, while exploring a dark and gloomy hallway, something very similar happens again, this time just as terrifying. By this point in the investigation, Chris hasn't noticed anything unusual, but continues to explore. As he approaches the final moments of his investigation, he encounters a few more chilling events before he can leave. Listen to this.
Someone's upstairs.
As mentioned before, it seems like Chris didn't notice anything watching him from behind the pillars and windows, but if you look carefully, you can see what looks like a mysterious shadow figure watching him. One thing's for sure, when he checked the footage later, he got a big scare. A YouTuber named 1916 Haunting shares that he was filming a video about his new house and the changes he was making for his subscribers and family to see. The house he bought was built in 1916, and with over a century of history, many people have lived there, and some have passed away within its walls. Around the 10-minute mark in the video, the YouTuber continues his house tour as planned, but things don't go quite as smoothly as expected. He turns the corner to show the makeshift bar he's setting up when he hears something nearby that completely shakes him. Take a look and listen.
This, and of course you got the bar. This is a work in progress thing. Hey, what? Should I tell Emily? Look, even she's freaking out.
Loud, fast-approaching footsteps can be heard racing down the staircase, causing the uploader to momentarily panic at the sudden noise. However, when he goes to check, he finds nothing and no one in the house. Take a look at some of the other creepy things that have happened in this basement and around the staircase.
Alright, so pardon the mess, but this is what I was telling you about, man. So, you got the toilet. Yeah, it's a completely open bathroom just in the middle of the...
Since this incident, the uploader believes it might be the ghost of someone who died in the house long ago, still trapped within the walls. What do you think? Is there a ghost haunting this YouTuber's house, or is there a more logical explanation, and he doesn't need to worry? Share your thoughts. The Paranormies are back with a new video, and this time, they're exploring and investigating the Sinister farm, a place known for its eerie and haunted reputation. When they arrive, it's already dark and gloomy, with only flashlights to guide them. They start inspecting the outside of the house, but they miss something truly frightening at the top window, something that appears and vanishes just as quickly. Take a look.
This place, all the glass is shattered and stuff.
So it's got to be that window?
It'd be that window, barn. Shine the light back here.
A few minutes later, they're inside the farmhouse, trying to communicate with any spirits that might be present. One of the men asks the spirit to say the word farm if it's in the room. He hears a voice in response and then asks, "Who are you?" The reply he gets is absolutely chilling.
If that was you, can you say farm?
Who are you?
Demon? That's a clear demon.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Towards the end of the video, one of the crew members is in the upstairs area of the farmhouse, surveying the eerily quiet room, but suddenly the silence is broken and the room is no longer as still as before.
Boy. Johnny.
Did you hear that? What was that?
I heard something.
It was this light bulb, dude.
A light bulb.
Look. Oh my god.
That wasn't already there?
No.
The group is just about ready to leave, which is completely understandable. But before they can go, the spirits in the house give them one last terrifying scare.
And then let's
Table tipping.
yeah, I kind of want to just show.
Is that what it's called?
It's called table tipping, yeah.
It is? Okay. I didn't know if it had like an official name or something.
Okay, yeah, so I kind of want to set up a camera in that corner there, and I want to set up a camera either in this corner or... Stop.
Dude, what was that?
What?
The Sinister farm is definitely one of the creepiest places I've seen in a while on the internet, and it's a relief that the paranormies didn't get hurt or too frightened during their investigation. Let's just hope that if they return for another video, they stay safe and aren't harmed by the spirits. YouTuber Joey Official is staying in the famously haunted Queen Mary, specifically in room B340. Watch closely to see what happens next. Things are about to get creepy.
That's there. And get some good soup.
What is going on? Oh my god. What the hell is happening?
Room B340 is known for its significant paranormal activity, with reports dating back to 1967.
What is going on? Oh my god. What the hell is happening?
The activity doesn't look staged at all, and their genuine fear really sells it. After watching, I'm convinced this place is truly haunted. While exploring the reportedly haunted Loveland Castle in Ohio, the YouTube team Bump in the Night Society encounters something intriguing. Lead investigator Sean conducts a remote Estes session in the throne room, while the rest of the team observes through a baby monitor. Here's the message he delivers.
Camera.
The team requests the spirit to take some kind of action.
Can you get to talk one real quick? Can you knock one of the cameras over, please?
And shortly after, something happens.
Oh! No, it knocked mine. It knocked the baby monitor. Dude, you good?
Here it is again, from inside the room. Was it simply an unstable monitor, or did the spirits actually respond to their request? Personally, I believe the spirits were paying attention. This feels like too much of a coincidence to be anything other than paranormal. The following clip was shared by an anonymous user who explained that a bear had been rummaging through the town's trash lately. One night, while home alone, he heard and saw movement outside his window, so he decided to record it on camera. However, what he captured turned out to be something entirely different.
So, I heard a noise. There was a black bear running around. He's been attacking our trash cans lately, and I want to get video of him because, like, my parents are away right now, but I want to see this black bear, and, like, he's hanging out in the woods around here, and I'm sure of it. Because he's been attacking our trash cans lately. Wait a minute. Who's in my room? Hey. Whoa. Who's in here? Okay, alright. Yeah, no, I'm getting that.
While the man was outside filming, he flipped his camera and noticed an unusual black figure standing inside his room. Understandably alarmed, he rushed back inside to see what it was. To his surprise, the apparition disappeared as soon as he entered the house and turned on the lights. What do you guys think is happening here? Could it be something paranormal, or is there another explanation? Let me know your thoughts. The next video was filmed by Cinnamon the Fox, and something really creepy happened in her aunt's garage. Well, that's definitely strange. If you look closely, it looks like a silhouette moving toward the left side of the garage. Even if someone were standing in the lower part of the frame, I'm not sure how it would look like it's moving the way it does. It really seems like someone is moving there now. What do you think it could be? Could it be a person, or is there something else going on? The father of a family had recently noticed strange sounds and even witnessed paranormal activity within the walls of his home. He was quite shaken, but what was even more unsettling was that his wife and young daughter were also affected by these eerie occurrences. That evening, he managed to capture some poltergeist activity in the living room. It was definitely unsettling, but he couldn't find anything else on the footage. An hour later, his young daughter recorded herself singing in her room, and something sinister was captured standing right behind her. What do you think is captured here? Could it be something paranormal, or is there another explanation for the strange events caught on tape? This video comes from the channel Super Toxic Potato 75. When the uploader and his friend explored an abandoned structure, they found something incredible. At first, the video seemed pretty ordinary, with the man filming the building and showing the audience its condition as they moved through different areas. But then, something unexpected happened.
It's a puzzle.
Is anyone wearing red?
Oh, yeah, me. You're wearing maroon.
No, it's red.
That's maroon.
This is red.
It's maroon.
It's red.
It's kind of red.
No.
This is red.
Alright, let's just go.
I told you stop recording.
I'm not gonna stop recording.
Do it. Would you rather have it not on footage or actually experience another one?
Alright.
I would rather experience another one.
Point it one last time.
Dude, stop. It's already an hour.
Point it. Point at it.
It's been an hour.
One last. I'm gonna. No way! You did it! Thank you! Right now, my heart's beating, man, but I thank you so much for that. Is that what you wanted? Did you want me to stop recording?
I was about to stop recording. Is there anybody? Nobody.
As the uploader continued, he described how he and his friend had heard a ghost slam a door shut in the building during a previous visit. Determined to capture it this time, they waited to see if it would happen again. Sure enough, after a short while, the door suddenly slammed shut with a loud bang. The uploader explained that the same door had slammed on them before, but they couldn't record it then. This time, however, they got it on video. What do you think, is this real paranormal activity, or just a coincidence? A man stands very still with his arm extended at an awkward angle, trying to avoid provoking a dangerous little snake that somehow ended up in a tense situation. He's helpless as his friend gently pinches his sleeve to figure out where the snake is. Using hand signals to communicate, he avoids speaking so as not to alert the snake with vibrations. Once they carefully cut away the sleeve, they discover the snake is coiled around his right bicep, showing no signs of leaving. Its mouth is dangerously close to his arm, and it could strike in an instant. They wisely use the scissors to open the sleeve and move the snake's head away from his arm, but there's not enough space, so they have to cut more. The snake grows agitated, and with no time left, they quickly scoop it out. They could have done that sooner, but it was too risky. Take a look at its markings, and let me know what kind of snake this is. Given the way they handle it so cautiously, I'm guessing it's venomous. This next video was shared by a Reddit user, aggravating Weird430. According to the uploader, they had just left for the day. They said they only checked the video because the security company called, notifying them that the motion sensor had been triggered and the alarm had gone off. They probably expected to see nothing unusual when they checked the cameras, but instead, they saw this: the lights flickering on their own, the door closing by itself, and an object on the table moving as if pushed by an invisible hand. What do you think? Somewhere in the Middle East, a man is riding his motorcycle along a deserted mountain road deep in the wilderness. Suddenly, he comes across something that he just can't explain. Something small appears to cross the road right in front of him. While that alone isn't too strange, this creature seems to be walking on two legs. Then, it lifts itself up and jumps right over the roadside guardrail. The motorcycle rider is left in shock and decides to review his video footage when he gets home, but he has no idea what he encountered on that isolated mountain road. The story begins with Omar, a well-loved YouTuber from the channel Omar Gosh TV. For nearly 10 years, Omar has taken his viewers on spine-chilling trips to haunted locations, hoping to uncover proof of the paranormal. Little did he know, tonight's adventure would reveal something far more disturbing than he ever expected. It's May 21st, 2017. Jai runs a TikTok page where he shares various content, but nothing related to the paranormal. One day, while playing Rocket League, he hears something eerie and decides to record it. Here's what he managed to capture.
Alright, so I'm sitting here playing Rocket League at the moment. Every time I'm here by myself, I swear this place is haunted. I've been around with Ouija boards, and I was stupid enough to bloody invite demons to possess me and because I didn't believe in it. But ever since then, every time I'm here by myself, I hear outside. So I'm playing Rocket League. Let's fucking... Oh, did you hear that? Oh, what? No way. Hello? Is anybody here? Holy, why is that moving? Hello? Is anybody here? Oh my god, man. What the? No.
Set up security cameras throughout the home to monitor any potential activity that might have left the handprint. Regardless, it seems this is just the beginning of what may be in store for him. After experiencing the torment of a malevolent entity in his previous haunted home, Dino Nugget 741 took proactive steps based on his viewers' suggestions. He got rid of all his old belongings and moved to a new house, making sure it had no dark history and that everything inside was brand new. However, despite these efforts, it seems that the entity has followed him to his new place. One night, while home alone, he heard unsettling noises that prompted him to start recording. What unfolds during this recording turns out to be a harrowing ordeal.
Hello? Ooh.
After hearing sudden bangs echoing throughout the house, he decides to investigate, only to see boxes inexplicably moving on their own. However, this unsettling event is just the beginning of a series of escalating paranormal activities in his home. On another ominous night, he manages to capture something truly horrifying on camera.
Hello? Hello? No, 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 no! No, no, no! Hello? 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 What do you want? What the? Store is closed. No. Come on. No, not again. The you want from me? For the love of God, leave my house. Leave me alone.
As he approaches the stairs, a dark shadow figure quickly darts across the hallway and into one of the rooms, prompting him to search the house thoroughly. Despite his efforts, he finds no signs of any presence. Shortly after, a door begins to slam open and shut on its own, increasing his frustration and fear. Convinced that the entity is fixated on him, he grapples with the unsettling realization that it is likely attached to him rather than to any object or location. Now, let's take a look at some updates from Bailey, a night security guard who works at an old theater. You might remember that he shared some really creepy experiences before, which we've also seen. One night, he caught something unusual in one of the upper booths of the theater. It had been quiet on his profile for some time. Bailey mentions that it's pretty rare to capture something on video, and he wouldn't upload anything unless something interesting happened. What got him to pick up his phone again was an unusual experience he had one night during a recent shift. He and his colleague, Brett, were patrolling together when they heard strange noises coming from the back of a room, and what Bailey found next was unexpected.
Hey, Brett. Brad, you good? Hey. You're freaking me out, man. Okay.
It didn't have to be anything paranormal, but it was definitely strange for his colleague to just stand there, staring at the wall. It made Bailey feel pretty uneasy, to say the least. After that night, more bizarre encounters started to happen. On another night, while giving a small tour on Instagram, Bailey noticed something standing next to the old workshop, something he hadn't even realized was there at first.
Okay, so I'm here in the empty theater. Pretty depressing during COVID times. Hopefully we can get things back open. Back there's the shop. This is backstage. Can't see it very well, but what? Look, guys, hold. I'm turning the lights on.
It's not easy to make out, but many people believe this could be a shadow person. How unsettling. During one of his following night shifts, Bailey is startled by a loud noise and decides to take another tour with his phone. It seems that whatever he had captured earlier, standing next to the shop, had returned once again.
9 p.m. on a Saturday. This is my life. So I'm walking through the main stage. Ghost light is on. No one in here. Hello? Okay.
While Bailey is filming the auditorium, he catches two strange shadow figures, both standing still and staring at him from above. One appears thin, while the other looks a bit wider. How creepy. Bailey thinks these might be the spirits that still haunt the old theater. Could it be? That's a pretty frightening thought. The latest creepy footage has appeared online, shared by How Bizarre Pictures, leaving viewers unnerved. In a voice filled with unease, How Bizarre explained, "I had a scary paranormal experience after trying out a spirit communication app I put on my phone. Once a skeptic, How Bizarre's doubts were shaken after this experience. Here's the chilling story of what happened when How Bizarre tried to connect with the spirit world."
This app, We Contact, claims to use AI to connect to the spirit realm and let you talk to ghosts. I am obviously skeptical, but I'm curious. So I thought I'd use it, give it a shot, and record myself. So let's see how this works. Is there a spirit here with me?
Yes, there is a spirit here with you.
Okay. What's your name?
You know my name.
I know your name. Alright, have we met before?
Why are you acting like this? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little cold, and everything is dark in here. Why do you have the lights out?
It's actually daytime in my house.
I've been calling you all day, baby, and you've been ignoring me. If something's wrong, say so. Let's talk about this. It's making me very angry.
A chilling whisper interrupts the silence as How Bizarre uses a mysterious spirit communication app. Suddenly, a photo falls off a shelf behind him. If you look closely, a shadowy figure seems to appear in the doorway, an area that was empty just moments before. To make things even stranger, How Bizarre says the app has disappeared from the App Store, as if it was erased. What do you think of this creepy footage? Could How Bizarre have really made a connection to the supernatural through his phone? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Mr. Kenway, a YouTuber, has been living in the miner's residence in Maria Elena, Chile. One day, he heard strange noises coming from the bathroom and decided to record what was happening. Here's what he captured.
Sale conchetumare. Conchetumare. Ah, conche tu madre. Ah, mierda. Conche tu madre.
Strange noises come from the bathroom, and then the door creaks open before swinging wide. When Mr. Kenway investigates, he finds nothing inside. Moments later, a loud bang is heard, and he discovers the front door open with no one around. Although he didn't notice it at the time, something can be seen moving on camera as he steps outside. Could this residence really be haunted? What could that moving figure be? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Bogdan Riva from the Russian YouTube channel *Lost World*, has developed a fascination with exploring a deserted, haunted apartment building. To capture the elusive paranormal activity, he sets up cameras to record any eerie events. While sitting in his car, one of Bogdan's cameras captures the sound of footsteps in a room with a creepy doll. It's unclear if the doll is connected to the paranormal activity, but given its unsettling appearance, it wouldn't be surprising if the two were linked.
Еще прошло около 2 часов, и так ничего и не происходит, ничего необычного. Единственное, какие-то непонятные шумы, какие-то непонятные звуки.
He goes back to the house, unaware of what his cameras have recorded, and concludes that the paranormal investigation was a failure. He enters the next room and discovers a large, heavy shelf toppled to the ground, seemingly thrown by an angry poltergeist. The sight fills him with dread, but a few seconds later, he catches something over his shoulder that sends him running in fear. I don't see anything at the 18-minute mark, and maybe he didn't either. It might have been more of an overwhelming bad feeling that made him run. One thing's for sure, I agree that this house is incredibly creepy, and he's better off leaving. Whatever can throw a shelf like that could just as easily target him. The Paranormies, a rapidly growing YouTube channel, often shares unique and terrifying videos of abandoned building explorations and paranormal investigations. One of their most chilling cases involves Richard, who inherited his grandparents' house after their passing. Shortly after moving in, Richard began hearing strange noises coming from the attic. Assuming it might be an animal, he went to investigate but found nothing except an old journal. As he read through it, the journal revealed disturbing accounts of animal torture, sacrificial rituals, and even the murder of a man. Following this discovery, the paranormal activity in the house intensified. Hoping to uncover the source, Richard set up cameras while he was away. The footage he captured during the night is nothing short of unsettling. From the very start, the video gives off an eerie vibe, and that feeling is justified when something creepy happens involving his phone. Take a look at this bizarre incident. The next scene takes us to the kitchen area of Richard's house. At first glance, everything appears completely normal and unremarkable. But if you pay close attention to the water machine, you'll notice something is very off. A few moments later, a different camera angle reveals some truly unsettling activity in the kitchen. Take a look at what happens next.
Or to see who it was.
Yeah, right.
But you also mentioned on the phone when we talked to you that there was an odor as well.
Yeah, it almost smelled like a butcher shop.
A butcher shop.
Yeah.
I gotta say that's some of the best paranormal footage that I've ever seen. Who do you believe wrote the journal then?
I honestly have no idea.
What are you hoping to find out from our investigation?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that you guys are able to bring peace.
Later in the video, the paranormal team uses an Ovilus device in one of the bedrooms, which utters the word reason. Almost instantly after that, something eerie takes place.
Reason.
Reason?
Reason. What reason did you have? No way.
Holy.
Following this, the team heads outside to the exact location indicated by coordinates in the journal, anticipating they might uncover evidence, animal bones, signs of a ritual, or even a body. But as they search the area, they hear something absolutely chilling, something no one would want to encounter in an isolated spot, especially at night. Take a look and listen to this.
Ow. What is that, firewood? Oh my god!
In a follow-up Part 2 video, we see more footage recorded by Richard, this time in what looks like a living room. It doesn't take long for things to take an eerie turn. Take a look at what was caught on camera. A couple of minutes later, the paranormies sit down at the table for a brief moment, but they keep their cameras rolling. Thankfully, they did, because what happened next was a terrifying incident that they would have missed if they hadn't been recording.
Okay. Oh, that freaked the shit. What
Yeah,
is
now
it?
it's leveled.
Level?
Now it's starting to say stuff.
That's exactly what happened like in his video.
At the 12-minute mark of the investigation, they try to communicate with any spirits in the area. The person behind the camera asks, "Let us know you're here." Based on what happens next, it seems like the spirit heard him.
Let us know you're here. Thank you. Oh, my hands are shaking.
The group continues their investigation in other parts of the house, but are interrupted when they hear something creepy coming from upstairs. Listen to this.
It sounds like somebody else is in this house.
Oh my god.
That's loud.
Where is that coming from? It sounds like it's coming from behind me. Like up here.
Some people would be too scared to go upstairs after hearing a sound like that, but the paranormal team is determined to uncover what's causing the disturbances in the house. One of the crew members walks downstairs for a moment, holding their device, which then says something very creepy. He asks the spirit to scream for him, and while it doesn't do that, it responds in another surprising way, giving them the proof they need that they're not alone in the house. Take a look at this.
Scream? Can you scream for me? Can you imagine?
Whoa. Light just went on again.
If this video is real and wasn't staged in any way, then I have to say that the Paranormies footage is genuinely creepy and provides incredible proof of the paranormal. This video was shared by a security officer who reported seeing one of his colleagues patrolling a monitored road. According to his account, he noticed his colleague talking to himself, which seemed strange. After watching for a bit, he decided to contact him via radio.
¿Qué hizo? ¿Con quién está hablando ahí? Sí, ¿con quién está hablando ahí luego usted?
Con una propietaria de la casa 125.
Marica, la propietaria de la casa 125 falleció hace como unos 20 días, marica.
así? ¿Qué me está diciendo?
Sí, no, usted está hablando ahí solo, marica. Lo estoy viendo aquí por la cámara, se está hablando ahí solo.
No, como mierda, loco.
His colleague responded, explaining that he had been talking to a resident from apartment 125, who, as they had recently found out, had passed away a few weeks ago. The guard wasn't aware of this. Could it be that he was speaking to the spirit of the deceased resident, or was he simply imagining things? It's hard to say, but either way, it's a pretty unsettling incident. In June 2015, YouTube user Javan Garza uploaded a chilling video that left viewers feeling confused and creeped out. The clip features several men exploring the abandoned Florala Memorial Hospital, which has been closed for a while. As they walk down a darkened hallway, one of the men captures something mysterious on camera. Make sure to watch closely. It can be difficult to see at first, but if we slow the footage down and brighten the image, you can make out a strange shadowy figure moving from right to left. The question is, who or what has been caught on camera? To understand the potential haunting at Florala Memorial Hospital, we need to look into the property's history. Established in 1950, the hospital served the Florala, Alabama community for over 60 years, providing care for everything from minor illnesses to serious conditions. Despite its long history of service, the hospital eventually closed its doors. The reasons for this closure aren't entirely clear, but some sources suggest that a declining patient population and financial issues contributed to the decision. This left many locals feeling a sense of loss, as the hospital had been an important part of their community. However, some believe there might be another reason for the closure. It was haunted. Reports indicate that the hospital experienced several unexplained phenomena over the years. Visitors have claimed to hear strange noises, feel cold spots, and even see apparitions throughout the building. Some speculate that the spirits of past patients and staff may still linger within its halls. The mysterious shadow figure captured by Javan Garza and his friends adds to the rumors of hauntings. While it could be explained as a trick of the light or a camera artifact, many believe it could be evidence of something more sinister. Of course, there are skeptics who dismiss the idea of paranormal activity in the hospital, pointing out that abandoned buildings often deteriorate and materials can shift, creating unusual sounds or visual effects. But for those who have encountered the unexplained at Florala Memorial Hospital, the possibility of a haunting feels very real. Picture heading out to a remote trail, expecting a peaceful day in nature with a good friend. That's exactly what Jake and his friend had in mind when they started filming their hike in 2019, but they didn't realize they weren't alone on the trail, and their relaxing outing quickly turned into something terrifying. The video starts off normally, with Jake and his friend walking along a winding forest path, laughing and enjoying the quiet surroundings. They eventually stop to take a break, catching their breath and soaking in the stillness, only to realize the silence feels far from comforting.
We never see nobody here though. Waving. Weird, I guess. Hi. Where has hands behind his back? Is that a knife, bro? Yo, just get out of here, man. Let's just go. What the hell, bro? This is really happening, bro. Yo, I promise every time I come, nobody's here. Should we go? Let's go.
As they sat at the wooden table, something unnerving caught their eye. A man dressed entirely in black standing at the end of the trail, watching them. The sight sent chills through them, especially when they noticed what he was holding, a knife. Panic began to set in. They moved further down the trail, whispering urgently about what to do, their voices trembling with fear. Should they confront him? Should they run? As the situation grew more tense, it was clear their time to act was quickly running out.
Yo, he's right there, bro. I said we go. What the heck, man? Alright, so I don't know what's going on, but there's like some crazy guy up here, and there's literally nobody around us. Hey, let's go hide right here. Just go down here. He might know the drill more than we do, so we're just gonna have to hide for now. Alright, let's go. Bro, what's going on?
The man suddenly starts sprinting toward them. Without hesitating, the friends take off down the trail, their hearts racing as they run through the tall grass. They quickly decide to hide, hoping he'll lose track of them and go away. Thankfully, it works. The man is seen running, but he takes the wrong trail. With the man out of sight, Jake and his friends see their chance. They move as quietly and quickly as they can, retracing their steps and staying on the trail. Their only focus is getting back to their car safely, without being seen again. After a tense and frightening journey, they finally make it to their car, shaken but unharmed. Yet one question lingers. Who was that man, and what did he want? The answer remains a mystery. This man was fishing in the middle of a river in Duluth, Minnesota, when he spotted something unusual that he's not accustomed to seeing.
Are you gonna be able to make it in the shore? You need some help? Okay.
Can you help me with my dad?
Well, your dad's back there, but I'm gonna bring you in the shore, okay? I know. Just calm down. Just calm down.
I gotta get to my dad.
Calm down. Just hold my hand.
My dad.
All right. So, no, you can't pull right now. Just hold on a second.
I need to get to my dad.
Okay, but I'm gonna bring you over to land, okay? Just calm down. You're on my boat. You don't have to worry about the current taking you out.
The man knows that the top priority is getting the boy to safety. Reuniting him with his family can come later. But right now, there's a more urgent problem. If the boy climbs onto the boat, the side would tip, filling it with water and causing it to sink. They need to figure out how to get the boy back to shore without capsizing the boat, and they need to do it quickly. The fisherman thinks he has a plan, but it's not going to be easy for either of them.
I have to figure out a way to get you up and out without bringing all the water in, okay? So I think if you can hold on like that, can you do that for me? Can I get you to shore?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really need it.
And then you'll be able to land on the dock, okay? Can you do that for me?
Yes.
You're strong, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I just need to be strong for a few more seconds. All right? So I'm gonna try not to hit you. So I'm just gonna back us up.
And what's this?
Oh, that's my minnow bucket. There's fathead minnows in there, okay?
My dad's.
Yep, your dad's not gone. He's just on the other side of that grass over there, okay?
And I've been screaming it for a long time.
I know, yep.
And he was not listening.
I know.
It seems like the boy was actually trying to warn his dad that he was in danger, but his dad wasn't listening. At this point, you have to wonder if it's even safe to return the boy to his father. But right now, the man is focused on keeping the boy calm and saving his life.
All right, so I'm just trying to do this, okay? Can you hold on, keep holding on like that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. How old are you?
I can't remember.
You can't remember? Are you that old? Are you like 101? 102?
I'm young, but I grow up fast.
Yeah, you know, kids do grow up fast, because I have a kid. You wanna know how old my son is? He is 6.
You just told me how old I'm 6.
Oh, you're 6?
Yeah, and I look like I'm 7.
Oh, wow, that's good. That must mean you must eat all your fruit and vegetables. So what we're gonna do is we're almost there, okay?
Yeah.
We're making waves. Are you cold?
Yeah.
All right, so once we get up there, all you'd have to do is get on land and you can wait for your dad, okay? I don't know if there's any towels or anything. How long have you been in the water? A long time? Okay.
I thought you were dad because you were coming in.
No, I just didn't. I thought he was coming to get you, but he didn't come. Yeah, I know you did. I heard you screaming, so that's why I came over here.
Even more troubling, it seems that the boy's father knew he had fallen in, but chose not to try and save him. At this point, it's clear that something is very wrong. Luckily though, the man and the boy are almost at shore, and it won't be long before the boy meets his father and learns exactly what the problem might be.
Yeah, are you still really, really cold?
Yeah, I'm colder.
Yeah, okay. Can you make it up? Hold on. Good job. Yeah, hold on. Let me get this off.
Where was he?
I think he got blown away over there. Come on, let's see if we can find somebody to get you a napkin.
This situation highlights the importance of kids wearing life jackets. If the boy hadn't been wearing his, it's likely this entire ordeal would have ended much worse. But just because he's out of the water doesn't mean he's out of danger. River water can be freezing, and spending too much time in it could lead to anything from mild chills to hypothermia. It's crucial that they find a way to dry him off and warm him up quickly.
Hi, do you have any towels on him? His dad left him stranded out in the middle of the river.
And he's
Follow me, sir.
and yeah, and he's saying he's feeling cold. I was just somebody that was fishing, but I want to make sure that he's fine. Then we're gonna call 911.
911?
Yeah, we gotta make sure you're doing okay, so you don't have hypothermia or something like that sitting there.
I don't need 911.
Why? Why don't you want to call 911? Are you scared?
Yes, I don't want to.
It's okay. We just gotta get you on and make sure you're getting checked out.
No,
I
don't want 911, please. No.
Do you still feel really, really cold?
Yes.
Okay, come on over here, bud.
Yep. So he's got you a towel.
Oh, right there.
Where was he in the?
Yeah, he was in the bay when I came up fishing. His dad was right next to him.
Yeah.
Maybe 30, 40 yards west or east of the ramp there, and the current just swept him all the way out here.
Oh.
And his dad
There's
was
actually 2 people drowned here in that same spot last year.
well. It was just one of those things where I thought his dad was coming because his dad has the sailboat right there, and he's still not coming. So hasn't came in and checked in on him. So
Okay, just pull this up over your head now.
yeah, we just got to make sure we get you warm and that you're gonna be okay because we don't.
I don't want 911.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, we're gonna get you all fixed up here, Jack.
Because I don't know how long he had been out there in the water prior to me showing up either. So I just want to make sure he doesn't have hypothermia or anything like that that's going to set in.
Despite the boys' reluctance to involve 911, the adults know it's the best course of action. They can dry him off with towels, but emergency responders are the ones who can fully ensure he's safe and not at risk of hypothermia or other complications. When the emergency vehicles arrive, we also finally meet his dad, and his reaction to learning what happened is far from what you'd expect.
David, very pleased to meet you.
Yep.
Sounds like he was a bit nervous.
Well, he was screaming, and it was like, I looked back to see where you were at, and you were a couple hundred yards away. Then I was happy I did come here because they were here, how the boat was able to come and get you.
Yes.
But yeah.
No, I'm very thankful of that.
Me too.
First I say 1,000 and then thank yous.
Yep.
That saved me a bunch of hassle.
Yep.
The river takes him a little bit, and I say,
Yeah.
calm down, slowly swim to shore.
Yep.
You got this. We've been in this before. I tried to get him with the boat, and of course the wind's picking up.
Yep.
So it just poof, right across the river.
Yep.
So I had to try and walk it back. That is super slow.
Yep.
You hear it? So thank you very much.
Yep.
I would chat longer, but I think I'm needed.
Yep.
But once again, thank you. And we might be seeing each other again.
To say the least, something felt off about the way the father reacted. He seemed far too carefree and even jovial about the whole situation, casually mentioning that it had been a hassle to rescue his son. His response came across as extremely insensitive, and frankly, he appeared to have been drinking. Nevertheless, the boy was examined by EMS and eventually returned to his family, hopefully ensuring this kind of ordeal never happens again. In the quiet halls of the school, caretakers often hear wild stories from imaginative students, tales that seem hard to believe. But when a group of students urgently reported strange, possibly paranormal events happening in a classroom, one caretaker decided to investigate. What he found left him chilled to the core.
Tres en los segundos, vamos a ir al segundo L. Creo que son como las 2:17 de la mañana. Vamos a ver qué pedo. Se metió un ratero. Según se mueven las bancas. Pero vamos a ver. Son las 2:10. Oh, la chingada. No mames. Qué verga.
One of the desks suddenly slides across the floor, dragging its chair along with it. The caretaker jumps in shock, but stays for a moment to see what happens next. Seconds later, another desk is violently shoved, causing him to make a quick exit. So, what could have caused these disturbances? Was this a genuine paranormal encounter, or just a well-executed prank? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On April 22nd, 2024, Yasko, a YouTuber famous for his bold explorations, embarked on a new adventure. Along with his friend Chris, he ventured into a forest shrouded in creepy folklore, where stories of satanic rituals and demonic activity keep locals on edge. The cold, windy night created the perfect atmosphere for a spine-chilling experience. As darkness settled, they reached their campsite and began their usual routine, pitching the tent, lighting a campfire, and preparing dinner.
But that's one story of this place. But the creepiest one for me is the one...
You guys hear that whistle? It's clear as day.
Whistle?
Oh, you have a beanie on? It was like...
Well, that's creepy because the next day I was going to tell you about. It's called the Weeping Children.
As the fire crackles, Yasko recounts the dark legends of the forest, and a sense of unease creeps in. Unaware of what lies ahead, they gear up for a night that will soon turn terrifying. Armed with a spirit box, they venture into the woods, determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting stories. But their investigation takes a chilling turn when strange noises begin to echo around them, cutting their exploration short.
Or is there more to the story?
Bro, I hate this.
My sleep is very important. What the hell was that? Whoa! What the?
Okay, dude. I don't know.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Maybe you shouldn't go alone here tonight.
Strange noises surround them, leaving both Yasko and Chris on edge. They retreat to their campsite, hoping the fire will provide some comfort, but the eerie sensation of being watched refuses to fade. Back at the camp, Yasko shows Chris a photo he took earlier. In the background, a faint flashlight beam is visible, suggesting they might not be as alone as they thought.
Chris, what?
I think it might literally be time to like leave or just get in our tents and zip them for the night. I don't know which one, but...
Look at that. Right there in the middle. That's a light. That's not the moon, because the moon is right up there. It's behind the branches up there. That was almost level with us, moving from left to right. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to... Like, what's our next course of action? Like, I want to do this night vision thing right now. I do.
The discovery sends shivers down their spines. They retreat to their tent, but the unease lingers, making it nearly impossible to sleep.
This is so freaky right now. Right when I'm trying to sleep. Okay, so the goal is to get some sleep. Some, emphasis on.
The wind howls outside, and Yasko finally starts to drift off to sleep until something horrifying jolts him awake. Out of nowhere, his camera is shoved down, as if by an invisible force. The noise startles Yasko awake, his heart pounding as he sits up in the tent, every fiber of his being telling him that something is seriously wrong.
Chris! Wake up! Now I'm gonna go check. What was that? I have my boots on backwards. I'm scared. I don't know if it was footsteps I heard. I don't know what it was, but I think at one point in the night, there was someone outside of my tent. And that's what's freaking me out. So, listen, I am going to stay up. And if anything, I'll show you anything else. If not,
I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock with Chris. And we'll continue. Hopefully.
Trying to calm his nerves, Yasko lies back down and begins scrolling through his phone. But then, something unexpected happens. A sharp, eerie whistle pierces the silence outside his tent. Summoning his courage, Yasko steps into the darkness alone, determined to uncover who or what might be out there.
Guys, I'm so scared right now, guys. I am so scared. Please, please, please tell me you guys just heard that. Oh my God. I'm literally crying right now.
As Yasko ventures deeper into the woods, the noises intensify, creating an overwhelming sense of dread. It feels as though something is stalking him, silently observing his every move. Could it be the unseen presence behind the eerie whistle from earlier?
Oh my God. Stick scared the out of me. Okay, that was not a stick. What the was that? Hello? Shh, listen. Something's moving. Guys. Okay, now I'm actually in fear.
Angel hierarchy.
I completely forgot that was on and I almost myself. Something's here. Something is here. Chris?
I'm really here.
Chris, is that you? Bro, we're like maybe half a... Chris, what are you doing out here? This is a flashlight moment. Chris, what are you doing out here? Chris, buddy, what are you doing out here? Wait. No. We're in the opposite direction. This is Chris. This isn't Chris. This. Ah! Oh, I can't see anything. Oh, where my flash? I can't. What is that? Oh my God. Oh. Hold on. What is down there then? What the is down there? Bro, please. Bro, we gotta get out of here. No, I'm not good. Bro, something's down there. I swear to God, I heard you down the trail.
What? You heard me?
Yes, your voice, I heard you down the trail.
There's no way. Dude, I've been just sleeping. Oh, I have some wild dreams, bro.
Panic takes over, and Yasko sprints back to the campsite where Chris is still in the tent. His heart pounds as he crashes through the trees, convinced they need to leave immediately. The two hurriedly pack their gear, fleeing the forest with the unsettling feeling that multiple unseen eyes are watching them. The darkness closes in around them as they make a pact never to return to those haunted woods. But the questions linger. What was really out there that night? And who, or what, was whistling outside their tent? We may never know. Gemma Mealer was using Snapchat when her filter unexpectedly detected a face directly in front of her. The occurrence was brief, but she managed to highlight the face for a clearer view. Typically, Snapchat's facial recognition might misidentify faces in magazine covers or paintings, but detecting a face in the floral pattern of her clothing seems unlikely. This suggests it wasn't a software glitch, though that's still a possibility. The face appeared only once and didn't reappear, which could indicate an actual spirit rather than a malfunction. There have been similar reports where Snapchat filters have detected faces in empty spaces, leading some to believe the app might be picking up on paranormal entities. This security video comes from TikTok user This Is What Happens Next. In the CCTV footage, something disturbing can be seen. In the CCTV footage, a terrifying incident unfolds. It shows two men standing on the road outside a shop when suddenly, one of them is dragged by an invisible force. After a moment, he is thrown to the ground. So, was it something paranormal, or is there an explanation for this? Let me know your thoughts. At around 2:30 in the morning, a man recorded disturbing footage from his apartment, capturing a series of strange events that had been bothering him. He reported a rise in eerie and unexplainable activity in his home with no clear source. On this particular night, he was disturbed by persistent knocking at his door, as if an unseen presence was trying to get in.
Sinister. Les estoy grabando esto. Son las 2:33 de la mañana. Y estamos completamente asustados. Sí, por estos sonidos. No sabemos qué esté detrás de la puerta, pero estamos muy asustados. Al parecer no se ve nada. Pero y efectivamente, como pueden ver a simple vista, pues no es nadie. Pero se siente como que si alguien me vigilara. Vamos para adentro mejor. Vamos adentro, vamos adentro. Ok. Les grabo esto para que se den cuenta que esto está pasando casi todos los días. Ok, va de nuevo. What?
At first, he didn't notice anything unusual, but the footage later revealed something unsettling, a ghostly figure faintly reflected on his wall-mounted television. It's unclear whether this apparition is connected to the disturbances or something entirely different, but the footage clearly indicates that there is an otherworldly presence in his apartment. A musical performance seems to stir up the paranormal, reportedly posted by this eerie CCTV footage from a warehouse owned by a company called Party Packs shows a stalker's efforts getting ruined in seconds when items suddenly fall off a shelf. The shelf shakes by itself, and nearby boxes nearly hit him in the face. As he bends down to pick up the fallen items, you can spot what looks like a tall figure standing behind the boxes. It might just be a string, but at the 36-second mark, something definitely moves its head. After the stalker flees, another camera on the opposite side of the aisle captures a transparent figure briefly appearing, wearing a long robe that touches the floor. This could be the same figure seen earlier before the camera glitches. When the footage resumes, the figure reappears in the static, closer this time, seeming to examine the camera before it shuts off completely. Party Packs stopped uploading videos for 7 years after this incident, possibly because the event scared them out of business, though they've only recently started again. This police K9 was the key to finding a boy who wandered out of his garden and into the woods of DeLand, Florida. The boy had gone missing early in the morning, and the police were called around 11:30 a.m. The family was struggling, especially with how thick and difficult the Florida forests can be. So, the police decided to bring in Midnight, the sniffer dog, to help track the boy down. After giving Midnight a blanket with the boy's scent, the dog quickly set off to search for him.
Hey Mac, are you on the phone now? Yeah. Can you stay here?
Midnight picked up the trail so fast that he was practically pulling his handler through the woods. We also get a clear view of the garden where the boy went missing, a path that leads right into the forest, with no fences, gates, or anything to stop a curious toddler from wandering off. After hours of searching, the boy was finally found, and it was all thanks to Midnight and the officers who managed to reunite him with his family. The mother was, of course, overjoyed to have her boy back in her arms, and Midnight, the K9, was rewarded with a well-deserved treat for his hard work. The dramatic rescue of an 8-year-old Fort Worth girl who was kidnapped in broad daylight has captured national attention. In this case, Michael Webb, the man responsible for the kidnapping, was sentenced to life in federal prison. In a harrowing turn of events, Webb successfully fought off the child's mother, ripping the girl from her arms as they were walking down 6th Avenue in Fort Worth. Surveillance footage from the neighborhood shows the moment Webb's car drives away, leaving the mother on the ground. Webb later confessed to the FBI, revealing that he took the child to a church parking lot before bringing her to a hotel room in Forest Hills Woodspring Suites, where he kept her captive. The situation escalated when a tip led police to Webb's room, but after a visual inspection, the officers left without finding the child. Meanwhile, a network of volunteers and law enforcement officials searched the city. The breakthrough came when a family friend spotted Webb's car, prompting a 911 call. Fort Worth police then arrived at the hotel and found blood on the front passenger seat. Officers quickly forced their way into Webb's room, where the child was found hidden in a laundry basket. The video of the rescue captures the tense moment as heavily armed officers rammed the door and announced, "We got her! We got her!" Webb was taken into custody after emerging naked from the room.
Police department, open the door! Oh, man, I'm getting dressed. Open the door! Open it now! Break it. Open it! Hands! Let me see your hands! Step out here! Step out! Step out!
Get him.
Shield,
shield, shield, shield,
Get on the
shield,
ground!
Shield, shield,
Blood in
shield.
bed, blood in bed. Blood in bed, man. Hey, here she is.
Got her! We got her! We got her!
We got her. Yes. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. I got her.
She's in custody. We have her.
We need an EMT. Get Cole Midstar.
Yes.
No, don't worry about your clothes. Don't worry about your clothes.
We got a towel? We got a towel? We have it. Can we cover her up? Can we cover her up?
Yeah.
With something?
Here
you go, baby. Can we get her out?
Come here. Come here. Work these two scenes.
Let's go. Come on, sweetheart.
You're okay? You're safe. We got you.
You're gonna be okay. We got her. Hold the door. Hey, back off, guys. Back off. Please, just back off.
Riz, they found her. They found her. We have her.
Hey, Hayes, let's go. Let's get her in here so she can sit down. Guys, listen. Just stay there for me, okay? Hey, do me a favor. Can you?
This is the father.
Okay. Just hold on, okay?
What is this place called? What's this place?
It's the Woodbridge Suites.
Woodward Suites?
It's in Forest Hill.
Following a trial, a federal jury convicted Webb of kidnapping after just 10 minutes of deliberation. The victim's mother, who described her daughter as brave, strong, and smart, testified about the horrific struggle to save her daughter's life. U.S. Attorney Neely Cox stated that justice had been served and expressed relief that Webb would never harm another child again. This video highlights an incident where a mother accidentally drove her car into a ditch, leading to a race against time for the police to help them escape before it was too late. The event took place in Flagler County, Florida, where the car ended up upside down in a water-filled ditch and began filling up quickly. Neither the mother nor her child could escape on their own, making the rescue mission urgent.
Hey, can you hear us? It's the sheriff's office! All right, I got a female bleeding, heavily bleeding. She's above water. Is the baby above water?
Yeah, baby's breathing. Watch your eyes.
Let's get the baby out.
We're coming, ma'am.
All right, we're gonna get your baby first. All right. We got a kid in here, and this baby's head is just barely above water.
All right. Baby's underwater?
No, just barely above.
All right.
Got the door.
You got it, boss? Yeah. How about you step out? I'll step in there. I'll get the baby out for you and hand you the baby.
All right. I got the door.
Hey, sweetie. Are you with
We got a child that's really not responding. She's above the water.
Are you okay, baby?
She responsive?
She is. Yeah, she is responding, but she's saying she's pretty hurt. Somebody.
There's the baby.
The baby was handed off to another member of the fire and rescue team, whose main task was to warm her up and make sure she was safe. However, with how unresponsive she was, the panic wasn't over. The most critical concern was that the mother was still trapped in the car and bleeding heavily. They had to get her out and to the hospital fast, or the child might wake up alone.
Hey, is she breathing? Hey, she was breathing. Get me a roof ladder. Want me to break this window out too? I got a window. I got a window. Nope. We're gonna put a roof ladder. Hang on. Are you able to reach in here to move the seat forward? You able?
I'm sitting on the door.
Nope. Don't buzz the window. I'm not. I'm gonna recover you right now. Okay? I want to see if I can move it. Sorry. Hey, get me a roof ladder.
Roof ladder.
Here it comes. Hey, I want you to position the roof ladder. Look right in here. Watch your foot. Watch your foot. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of hands on this right now. Yeah. Can one of you guys hold the ladder like that?
I'm stepping on right now. I got
Yep, perfect. So it doesn't go anywhere.
I got you.
You're with? Yeah. I'm gonna have to pull you off, okay? I know. I'm sorry. This will have to happen in order for me to get you out. All right? Hold on, man. You got the ladder?
Ladder's sliding a little bit, but...
All right.
Try, man.
Put that backboard on here. Anthony, take care of the baby. We'll get the female out.
It took a large team of EMTs, cops, and firemen to get the mother out of the car, and the situation became more chaotic with each passing minute. Despite the chaos, one man remained calm and took charge of the entire rescue operation. It was only a matter of time before they got her out. They just had to hope they were fast enough.
Push up on your feet. We can tie this ladder to that. All right, you're good right here.
Hey, sir. In my trunk.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
the right-hand side, there should be a rope. Okay. Tailgate button.
Okay, hang on.
Tag lights to the right is the button.
Again. You're good. You're doing great, ma'am. You're doing great. Take nice and deep breaths.
What do you need from me, dude?
We're gonna have to pull her out. That's gonna be a lot of.
So.
Gunner, get the utility rope. Gunner, utility rope.
Utility rope.
All right, you ready?
Oh, no.
No?
What's your name, bro?
Nick.
Nick, what do you need? Nick, I'm Dave. What do you need, man?
Dave? All right, I'm just trying to get her up on this board.
But we don't need her sliding off.
If you guys are on scene, we'll need your manpower.
Oh, God. I can't.
All right, slide this board off real quick. Right here. Leave it right there.
Despite the woman being in severe pain, the team was able to use a ladder and rope to lift her out of the car and into an ambulance. Both the mother and the child were taken to the hospital, where they were treated for their injuries. Michael and Heather are paranormal investigators who mainly share their findings on TikTok, where they often post videos of their investigations or document their own experiences. One day, while they were sitting at home watching TV, something unusual caught their attention. Instead of brushing it off, they decided to investigate further. Here's what happened next. Loud knocking sounds can be heard coming from different doors throughout the house. However, when Michael and Heather approach the doors, there's no one on the other side. At one point, Michael opens one of the doors, and the knocking stops briefly. But just moments later, the same sound is heard coming from a completely different door. This video raises the question, what could be causing this mysterious knocking? Let's hope Michael and Heather find the answers they're looking for soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.